Why do you want to become a railway babu rather than becoming an engineer? Why Kanpur is considered as a dying city?
Well, how would you compare Vivekananda's views with Mr. Mahatma Gandhi's view?
Is UN relevant?
Can you let me know difference between supercomputers and quantum computers?
What is vibe coding?
Yes, please do.
Namaste.
Namaste, please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
You are Mr. Aakash Trivedi.
Yes.
Aakash, I can see that you are a graduate from IIT Kanpur
Yes, sir.
in computer science.
Yes.
I can also see that you are a sitting officer. You have joined service.
Yes. Which, sir, I have not joined training yet. I got IRMS as a location.
Okay, and which service in the IRMS?
Sir, I think they will give you an option to choose.
Acha,
So I will choose most likely traffic, sir.
traffic. And you did your graduation in recently, 24.
Yes.
So congratulations for your selection and again making it to the interview. But tell me, why do you want to become a railway babu rather than becoming an engineer? I mean, you are from a computer science from that too from IIT Kanpur, which is one of the premier institutions.
So though my primary goal is to get into Indian Administrative Service if I can. So the reason being is that, so during my college days, I was part of a software job, or like I did an internship. And though, sir, I enjoyed the work, like we were in the AI product development, I felt, sir, it was limited in the scope. Sir, I believe that, say, Indian Administrative Service, sir, I will get the opportunity to work in a diverse domain. Secondly, sir, my work can impact at a scale, positive impact, and that too at a grassroots level. And thirdly, sir, I am associated with Vivekanand Samiti and his ideas inspire me. So that your career should be a purpose-driven career. So that I believe civil services will provide me with that.
Okay. Akash, you are currently in the railway service. You studied mathematics. Mathematics is your optional. Tell me, what is the mathematics behind choosing a broad gauge as 1.6 meters? I mean, what is it? I mean, is it a random number or there is some mathematical rationale of the width of the track?
So like there is a proper physics and maths associated with choosing the through the stress disruption like on and all. But exact, I'm not aware.
I think that is a better answer. You're not aware. Mathematics, let's talk about basic things about mathematics. I mean, I'm sure you've done mathematics with some passion, right?
Yes.
Since mathematics is all about number, is there some ethical aspect of mathematics or mathematics is unethical? Is there some ethics of mathematics?
So I believe to the core mathematics is ethical because it has objectivity as its central trait. Like if
you're saying objectivity equals ethics, that's, I mean, something opposite to what we have been studying in political science about ethics. Ethics, that's not supposed to be objective.
So one of the values is objectivity. Ethics is a broad thing. Like it also has compassion as its important trait.
But can be compassionate with numbers.
So though number behave in an objective manner, so the person who is using numbers can be compassionate in nature, sir.
Can he still change mathematics? Mathematics will remain the mathematics. I mean, there are people who believe that mathematics cannot be ethical. It can either be mathematics or it can be ethical.
So ethics has that subjective element which mathematics lacks because mathematics works on the proper rules and structure. So, sir, I believe that...
Okay, let me ask it in the reverse way. What is the mathematics of ethics? Okay, ethics cannot be there in mathematics, but mathematics can be in ethics, right? For example, in AI, what is the mathematics of ethics?
Sir, in AI particularly, the mathematics could be that the data set on which you are training, it should be bias-free. So
yes,
one should...
That's what I wanted you to take you to. Tell me, do you believe the current generative AI we are using that carries the biases of the rich countries and societies, and they're imposed on us?
Yes, sir, definitely, because the most of the AI is trained by the Western companies on the Western literature, Western data, and the resources that are available on internet. Whereas a lot of regional languages, say Indian regional languages, there are a lot of resources are not available or not digitalized to train, sir. So there is a bias that you can
Give me concrete examples.
So like one bias that I saw, not cultural based, but sir, like Amazon hiring algorithm used to use AI for hiring, but sir, it was seen to be biased towards male candidate because sir, it was trained based on a data which showed that male candidates were more efficient for the job. So that's why it was rejecting like equally competent female candidate.
Okay. You coming from, I mean, you studied from IIT Kanpur. There are people who believe that Kanpur is a dying city. It carries every symptom of a dying city. What are these symptoms and why Kanpur is considered as a dying city? I mean, it used to be Manchester of the East and now it is just another city. We don't even know whether tomorrow, once this, your two major institutions, one is the Ordnance Factory and other is IIT Kanpur, is removed from the picture, the city is dead.
So rightfully, sir, Kanpur is witnessing some challenges. Firstly, sir, the challenge in the industrial slowdown, sir, like textile, Kanpur has lost its textile edge that it had in industry. Secondly, sir, the pollution challenge, that Ganga pollution and air pollution is also a major challenge in Kanpur. Thirdly, sir, the infrastructural decay, that like compared to the population that it has, it lacks the infrastructure to accommodate those populations, sir.
Yes. Thank you. So,
Okay, you tell me. I saw you have opted for IPS as your second choice, Indian Police Service.
Yes.
You tell me, what is the new law which replaced CRPC?
So BNSS,
What is the full form of BNSS?
Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sahita.
Yeah, Sahinta, yes, you are right. So what are the changes they have made in BNSS which were not there in CRPC? How it is improvement over that?
So the first thing is that trial in absentia, and you can club multiple persons like complaints about different crimes in one trial.
What else? Major changes you
So
said?
digital evidence and digital trials.
Oh, that is evidence set. Digital evidence and trials, digital trials, you want to say. What do you understand by digital trials?
So like the person giving the evidence can also give in through a digital medium, sir.
That is evidence part of it. That is a separate Indian Evidence Act has been.
So zero FIR has also
Yes,
been.
zero FIR is very good. What else?
So the timelines have been given for the particular like case to be solved to ensure that justice is properly like timely fashion.
Okay, you tell me, earlier handcuffing. Handcuffing is allowed now or not allowed? Under the law, CRPC.
So I'm not aware of that, sir.
It is now permitted. Earlier there was a lot of problems when you take a person to court and handcuffs. There used to be many adverse reaction. Now it is permitted under the new law.
Thank you, sir. I was not aware of.
Okay, you tell me, there is a mercy petition to the president about after the Supreme Court judgment sentencing a person, death sentence or some. But whether that is a judicial power of the president or executive power of the president, she can take a call on that.
So it is a judicial power of the president.
Are you sure?
So like I have read that president have various different powers like administrative power and legislative power and judiciary power. So I believe it is part of that.
You know, judicial power. She acts this of her own or on the aid and advice of the somebody.
So in advice of
When she has to act on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers, it is no more a judicial power. She can't act on her own. It is executive power.
I will read about it.
Just be sure before. Okay. Now you tell me, what are your hobbies?
So Vipassana and Surya Namaskar.
And what else? You have okay, Vivekanand Samiti. You are a member of Vivekanand Samitis. Okay, what is the? Well, how would you compare Vivekanand views with Mr. Mahatma Gandhi's view? What is there is a coincidence where they are having the same views or they are different views?
So the same views could be firstly both emphasis on service. Like Vivekanand ji also said that service to Jiva is service to Shiva. whereas Gandhiji also focused on service. Secondly, sir, on religion, both believe that all the religions are just different paths to achieve the same goal. Thirdly,
So you tell me whether ends are more important or means are more important for you. End justifies the means. Who said this?
sir, Machiavelli is.
So do you agree with that view?
So I believe in extreme scenarios, exceptional scenarios like say national security. We can use this doctrine or for national interest and justifies means. But sir, majority of the cases means should also be right. Like Gandhiji used to say that if means are right, then end will automatically be right.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Thank you, Aakash.
Okay, Aakash. Good. You're 2002 born. Congratulations. Very. How many Surya Namaskar sets do you do?
Sir, I do 12 and then the last one with mantra in the morning, sir.
What is the logic of doing 12?
So because there are 12 names of Surya, so
Right. Okay. Good. Tell me, in view of the global disturbed situation, is UN relevant? Should it be there?
So though UN is facing a lot of challenges, recently the Venezuela crisis is one of the examples that UN was not able to efficiently handle it. But sir, I believe that UN should be there, but definitely there should be reforms in UN. Firstly, sir, it should reflect the present geopolitical realities. Like I believe, sir, India should be part of permanent members because of our economy and our population. And sir, secondly, sir, the veto power is something that needs to be updated to the present realities. So we need a multilateral institution and reform UN should be required.
So that's the only thing which UN does. There are other things also which remain relevant. What are the other verticals of the UN? There are many other verticals. General Council and Security Council is not the only thing. There are many things which are still working. What are those?
So like peacekeeping forces.
Peacekeeping force is part of the.
Yes.
Think over it. There are many things they do. Humanitarian thing, lot of things.
So like FAO and UN COP to ensure that food is provided to all.
Okay, think over it. There's many things. UNICEF and
UNEP, sir, like climate change.
it is not only this. There are many things still function, and it also gives a platform to the people. So you just mentioned of Venezuela, right? Why did US carry out this operation besides drugs? I'm not saying drugs. Other yes, straight in. What else?
A lot of reports highlights the role of oil reserves
Okay, next.
and also petrochemical linkage to the.
That is the same thing. Oil and petrochemical.
So thirdly, sir, the Chinese influence. Like US wants to revive the Monroe Doctrine in the National Security Strategy document. So that way, they were seeing that Chinese influence were there. Like the president met with Chinese people just 2 days before the.
So what was Chinese doing otherwise? Have they been doing something there, or is it just because of this meeting they attacked?
So no, sir, they are supplying the crude oil to China because China is also dependent upon for energy security, dependent upon crude oil. Sir.
Okay. Anyway, how much and any idea? Will it affect the oil prices?
Yes, sir. I believe, sir, in long term, sir, if US is able to leverage those oil reserves, it will reduce the oil prices, and it will add a new player, better player, sir.
And maths is your optional subject, right? We see that children are not interested in maths; they're not pursuing maths. And suppose you are told to go to a school or college, 12th up to 12th. How will you make tell children to that maths could be interesting, or any changes you would like to bring out in teaching method?
So the changes that I will bring is, firstly, sir, our mathematics is more of an algorithmic. Like we have one to solve example. We have little theory, one to solve example, and then same type of questions are provided. So whereas, sir, I believe it should be more of a critical thinking that you should first explain the concept and then in phase-wise manner try to ensure that student automatically arrives to the solution rather than giving him the whole solution. You can make it more that way, sir, phase-wise manner. Secondly, sir, to make it more real life oriented, sir, and to make it more interactive. Like if say a student can see the mathematical model working, or maybe have a real life understanding of that situation, connecting it to real life, so that will improve itself. And thirdly, so the fear of mathematics, that is due to because a lot of people lack the base. Like if your base is weak in mathematics, then the future is built on that base. So if we provide them support for the basic gaps, sir. Now that we can using AI and other tools, maybe that will also improve their outreach toward mathematics.
Okay. And for the young children, you can think of playway method.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Aakash, recently we have seen inflation in India, especially CPI inflation. Retail inflation is on the lower side. I think it was 0.25% in the month of October. Is it a good sign for Indian economy?
So though it is low compared to the RBI's target, but sir, it reflects the low demand that Indian economy is facing.
What is RBI's target?
So 2 to 6%, like it tries to ensure that inflation stays in these bands.
Okay, so 0.25%, it is a good or not so good sign? An objective answer I'm expecting.
So in a broader sense, it's a good sign because like RBI mentioned it as a Goldilocks period, like low inflation and high growth period. So if we continue with our structural reforms, then we can use this as a way mechanism to improve our GDP, increase our GDP growth.
Okay. You have also background in mathematics. I can see your optional as mathematics. I want to know what logic is primarily used in mathematics, deductive or inductive?
So we use both like for both sort of logics in mathematics. Inductive logic is used in the proofs, the proof of various.
What is difference between the two logics, deductive and inductive?
So in inductive, we assume that it is true, and then we show using that if it is true for the kth term, then it will be true for the k plus 1 term. Where in deductive, sir, we sort of use it, we sort of gradually deduce to the final thing. Whereas inductive, we assume the original statement, sir.
Inductive is more used in science, natural science like physics and chemistry. We observe things and then on that basis we develop some theorems. Inductive, primarily in deductive is used. We start with an axiom and then we derive new ideas. In mathematics, deductive logic is more used.
Okay, so
We're also having background in computer science. Can you let me know difference between supercomputers and quantum computers?
They are computing methods.
So supercomputer works on parallel computing. So it involves increasing the computing power, whereas quantum computer works on qubits, sir. So it is different from the like the supercomputer works on 0 and 1 binary system.
So that is parallel computing, supercomputers.
Supercomputers, yes, sir, but quantum computers has qubits involved in it. So which works on superposition and entanglement, quantum principles, sir.
Entanglement. What is quantum entanglement?
So if two quantum photons are in the same phase, and even if we sort of try to change one phase, then other phase will automatically be changed. That way, those two are entangled.
That means the communication happens between the two qubits.
Yes, communication, sir. That is something that is of the research, like how they are entangled. That is something that is ongoing research, sir. There are different perspective on that.
Okay. You are working in railways as well. You have not started working, right?
No, sir, I haven't joined even trainees.
Are you aware about Project Kavach? What it is?
Sir, it is a mechanism to increase the safety, whereby the platforms and the railway, we will add the sensors, I believe, to improve the safety.
One recent event has happened in Assam with respect to railways. A mishap has happened. Are you aware about it? Recently, 10-12 days back.
No, sir, I'm not exactly aware of that.
Few elephants died because of collision with a train.
Yes, sir, I'm aware of that. Now that you tell me, I have read about this.
So what can be done to prevent such kind of accidents?
Sir, we could have a proper corridors for elephant, like underground of the tunnels or bridge.
Okay. One last quick question, since you mentioned about Swami Vivekananda as well. What are the crux of his Chicago speech?
Yes. So its Chicago speech involved a crux were firstly, sir, that Hinduism does not just tolerate other religion; it accepts all religions as truth. Secondly, sir, he told that all religions are just different paths to achieve the same goal. And thirdly, sir, he promoted a universal brotherhood because he highlighted that there is divinity in all.
Good. Thank you, Akash.
Akash, you have worked on a project called as Gaia AI. Who is Gaia
So Gaia refers to Mother Earth, sir.
and what is the context? The concept of Gaia, Mother Earth, is different from the concept of the Mother Earth, which is popular here in India. Can you draw the differences between the concept of Gaia and the Mother Earth?
So I'm not aware of that.
Okay. You're a computer science graduate. What is vibe coding?
So vibe coding is a recent phenomena post the generative AI launch, whereas people are using AI prompts to tell them like to create app or for code a particular segment. So the code created by AI and use of people prompt is called vibe coding, sir.
What do you think that what will be the future of the coders then? Because vibe coding seems to be getting better day by day, and there are better AI tools that are helping even the layman to code. What do you see the future of the coding?
Sir, in coding terms, I believe the low-end jobs like creation of app development, the UI, UX to crop, they will be impacted because AI will be able to do that. And secondly, sir, the productivity gains will also happen. So for the same thing that we earlier used to require 10 people, we can do it with 1 or 2 people. But still, sir, the product development and the innovation stuff and the called challenging stuff like debugging already created code, that will require people who have great understanding of how the system works, the basics and the detail. And sir, so I believe that high-end jobs will be there, they will be there, but the low-end jobs will be impacted by AI, sir. And
While giving example of a job that will get less impacted or not impacted by the vibe coding, you talked about debugging. Don't you think that debugging is going to be the easiest thing which AI can solve?
sir, in some scenarios it can, but for that he need to understand, AI need to understand the whole code and the nuances. So it can, sir, but if the code base is too complex in nature or it's just fragmented in nature, like so a lot of different people have worked on that, then AI may find it challenging at the present levels.
You're from Jalgaon. What's the administrative division in which Jalgaon lies? Nashik division. What are the main agricultural problems? What are the main plantation crops? First, tell me of the Nashik division.
So firstly, sir, Jalgaon is banana capital. So banana is grown a lot in Jalgaon. Secondly, due to the black soil, cotton is also grown in Jalgaon region. So that are the major crops.
Both crops are known for causing some environmental problems. What are the environmental problems associated with both of these?
They're like water intensive in nature.
Okay.
Yes, so this is one of the problem.
Any other problem you can think of?
Due to cotton and banana.
Okay.
So I'm not aware.
Okay. Just last question to you. Jalgaon was earlier part during the times of Maratha Empire. Jalgaon was under which dynasty?
So like a Faruqi king was seen as like the ruler of Jalgaon. Like Jalgaon region is called Khandesh, and Khandesh belongs to Faruqi king.
Who used to rule Faruqi king? Okay.
So the exact dynasty, sir, I'm not sure.
Okay. Thank you, Akash.
Okay, Mr. Trivedi, before we let you go, you've discussed Vivekanand a couple of times. You yourself mentioned, your dad mentioned, there's been a discussion. I was trying to understand that why Vivekanand appeals more to the upper caste Hindus and the followers are very less when it comes to the marginalized. What are the areas which Vivekanand probably left so that the marginalized section find difficult to relate with the ideals of Vivekanand in comparison to upper caste privileged Hindus?
Sir, I believe that though he supported the idea that everybody is equal and he wanted empowerment of all, maybe he did not put special emphasis on their like mechanisms to especially support them as a group, sir. Like Ambedkar ji did latter by reservation or focusing on their education. So that long-term change, that though he advised for the service of all, maybe that long-term emphasis or
That to some extent explain why downtrodden find it difficult to follow Vivekananda, but doesn't explain why the upper caste find it more relatable and more. I mean, they're more attracted to Vivekananda.
so one reason I believe is Vivekanand had studied Western logic and Western education, and that upper caste also can relate because he used to explain the Vedantic concept using the Western logic. So, and due to the upper caste having better education opportunities, and English also was the medium that they were comfortable with, and Vivekanandji's lot of work is in English, and also it reflects the Western touch. Like I also like his style of using the Western logics and explaining the Indian concepts. So maybe sir, that is why they were appealed because lower caste people maybe lack the educational opportunities. Sir.
Fine, maybe. Well, thank you. Your interview is over. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you. Sir.
So, Akash, what was your score last time?
It was 190, sir.
190. 190 is very good. So, what are the areas you believe that you need to improve on? 190 is already a higher benchmark. Repeating that it's going to be difficult for anybody.
So railway, like very significant gap in that because it is very broad, sir. Maybe becoming more smile and cheerful. I try to, sir, in occasionally, but maybe at that I cannot do. But I try to do that, sir.
Okay. To be honest, I mean, my sheet is more or less blank. I've seen that in general, I was doing the checklist thing to begin with. So you're doing everything right in as far as the checklist is concerned. Your walk-in is good, sitting posture is good, voice level is good, hand movement is restricted, eye contact is also good. On the content front, when a candidate who's already a sitting officer uh, comes to the board, the board has this tendency of changing their gears from in terms of difficulty level, right? So within initial 2-3 minutes, what will happen is that they will up the ante. They'll go to the next level. My suggestion to you is to be ready for the higher difficulty level questions. Higher difficulty level question has a big plus because it means one, you're out of those factual questions then. Most of the time you'll be having analytical question apart from the railway thing. Railway thing is going to be new for you. So they may have factual questions in terms of railways, but otherwise the analytical level will go up and then you will have more opportunity to impress them.
Yes.
But at the same time, it is also important to understand that there is no point getting 170, 60, 165 because it doesn't help to anybody who's already a sitting officer.
Yes.
You have to eye that 190 thing again, at least 185. 185 to 200 should be that you should be eyeing. And that is possible only when you're able to show that X factor, right? Right now, it appears to be, if you can see that the moment you said 190, most board members said 190, right? Because they were not bracketing you in 190. They were bracketing in you 175, 180, and you already had 190. So there also you'll have to bring in that X factor. You have to make sure that your interview is always on that in-depth level.
Yes, sir.
If not always, at most of the time. So that should be the thing. Other things in general, I mean, what I'm saying is that checklist thing won't help you anymore. You're already beyond that. You have to go for the deeper insights. You have to go for the deeper things, right?
Yes.
I hope you'll be able to do it. I don't see anything stopping you, but otherwise, already you're in a very good service. But I believe that if you get how is your mails this time?
It is better, sir. Like optional was easy last year as compared to last year, and I tried to perform well.
So I don't see anything stopping you, right? If you're able to repeat your last year's score, you're going to be certainly in the list in the top services, right?
So last year also I used to give mock, and like despite having like far less knowledge and confidence, sir, I used to get better feedback. This time, sir, I feel that like I'm not able to maybe like 190. You rightfully said that people were shocked when I used to give. So I don't know.
I've been doing it for 2 decades, so I know. I generally I'm able to see into the eyes of the person कि क्या हो रहा है उसके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है. My understanding is that I don't know. मतलब या तो being in the reserve list must have played some part of your mental space at that time. हो सकता है. लेकिन I don't see anything anything going wrong that way. तो अगर मेंस ठीक ठाक है आपका, मतलब पिछली बार वाला रिपीट भी हुआ है या उससे 5 या 10 नंबर ज़्यादा हुए हैं, then you will make it to IAS, right?
So like interview is not a problem. Like
It's not going to be a problem with you. The only thing is the 190 is a big, huge upper benchmark. And that's why you'll keep comparing with the 190. The other candidate who came was 140, 130, I think. 130 in the last interview. So we already had the problem कि यार तुम्हारा 130 तुम्हारे सर पर रहेगा. The same is the problem with you. The 190 is going to be on your head. So you have to take it like a clean slate. Don't let 190 bother you.
yes.
Right? All the best.
Thank you. Sir.
एक चीज़ है छोटा सा, आपको 10 फरवरी है, बजट का ध्यान रखें।
Yes. Sir.
फाइनेंशियल न्यूज़पेपर शुरू कर दिया?
नहीं, well, थोड़ा बहुत I occasionally sir I see the main.
You start, I mean, besides India, Hindu and whatever you are reading, start one financial related newspaper. Or those activities would be there. Otherwise, I think you have the potential to better your scope.
And don't guess. If you are not sure, president's executive power, it can give.
No,
They will take you. They will take you out of your comfort zone in the area where you are not hands-on, like political constitution, latest. So be thorough about those areas. That is my suggestion.
Or if
Because
you
they
do
may
not
not
know, then
take you-
say no.
They may not take in your core areas which you have mentioned in there.
Yes.
They may take you out of that. And politics and constitution, judiciary, they are the areas where you have to be updated yourself. Okay? All the best.
Chali, all the best.
Thank you. Sir.
डिडक्टिव और इंडक्टिव लॉजिक वाला ऑब्जेक्टिव जवाब हो सकता था ना, जनरल टू स्पेसिफिक या स्पेसिफिक टू जनरल, वहाँ पे आप थोड़ा सा बस
Okay.
थोड़ा
Sir.
मिक्सअप कर गए, बाकी तो आपका नॉलेज भी अच्छा लगा मुझे।
Okay. Thank you. Sir.